You're listening to Independent TV 7. Kindly click on the like button and don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel at Independent TV 7. Also, don't forget to click the bell icon to get more notification. Thanks for watching. How did the impostors, invade Mary Odili's residence in Abuja? Justice Mary Odili's house was invaded, and this is a question being asked: that how did the impostors succeed in getting a search warrant and invading her house, the judge's house? The controversy surrounding the recent invasion of the residence of Justice Mary Odili of the Supreme Court of Nigeria in Abuja is not showing any sign of ending soon. Recall that not long ago, many Nigerians were shocked when a group of armed men alleged to be security agents stormed the residence of the judge with a search warrant from the court, alleging that they were there to search her house following an intelligence report that suspicious activities were going on in the house. Source as Nigerian Tribune has released. Following the public criticism of the invasion, the Nigerian Bar Association (NBA) vowed not to relent until those behind the act are being fished out. This day newspaper has also released. This was followed by the report that the police have paraded about 14 suspects behind the invasion. The Punch newspaper released also, which has been obtained from the report. The suspects were led by a fake chief superintendent of police (CSP) Lawrence Ajodo. They said he's a fake police superintendent, and now they would want to disengage him from being a superintendent of police, either fake or not, because it's not a full animal. If he was supposed to be a full animal, they wouldn't have arrested him. And Malami has also denied the allegation that says he is a consultant to Malami, the Attorney General of the Federation. Well, that could be a story of another day, but we're going to portray that in this article. It should be recalled that it was the same CSP Ajodo who obtained a search warrant against Justice Mary Odili from the court, which the source, the Punch newspaper says, with this development, we may begin to question ourselves on how impostors, as the suspects are said to be, could have succeeded in obtaining a search warrant against Justice Mary Odili and searching her house without the court spotting that they were impostors. Ordinarily, one would have expected the court to detect that those who applied for a search warrant to be issued to them against the Honorable Justice are not security agents, as they claim in their affidavit. However, this was not the case, as the impostors succeeded in securing a search warrant which they had attempted to raid the house of the Supreme Court Justice. Well, I would say Nigeria is full of lawless people. Lawless people. Yeah, okay, because this person is a judge or thereabout. Why was there not investigation when Sunday Igboho house was invaded by some so-called either DSS or fake unknown government, which I don't know. Because it's Mary Odili, I believe, because she's a judge, and definitely, yes, it's not like I'm against the arrest, or I would say it's not like I'm against the arrest, and also in support of the invasion, but the truth must be told. Everybody has equality of right, either Igbo, Yoruba, or provided you are a citizen of Nigeria. Nigerian is a Nigerian. Well, in my view, this is pointing to the direction that the suspects, who are said to be impostors, were only able to obtain a search warrant from the court because they understood the workings of the police and the court as well. Arguably, it is only someone who understands the process of obtaining a search warrant and what the court expects from the police before it can be issued a search warrant that could have been successfully masqueraded and carried out as a chief superintendent of police to obtain a search warrant against the Justice Mary Odili. And it has been said that even how did they get the search warrant? Yes, they would have given them the search warrant. Now I want to debunk just because the law has gotten catch up on the so-called Mr. Ajodo. So they are now pushing him away. They are now telling us he's an impostor. But before, he has an ID card, depicting that he's a policeman. So because he's not a Fulani man, they want to push him out. So Malami has been denying that he's just a fake police officer. And the man said, I consult for Malami. He's a consultant. So Malami said he does not know the man. But Malami could say he knows Abba Kyari, right? Because he's a Fulani man. Or thereabout, I would say the so-called lawlessness in this country called Nigeria is becoming so very, very alarming. Well, it's even a good news and a good thing that they have been arrested. But in other words, how do they want to go about their case? Well, ordinarily one would have expected the court to detect that those who applied for a search warrant to be issued to them against the Honorable Justice are not security agents as they claim in their affidavit. But however, I would say before they could get that search warrant, and search warrant would definitely come either from a court or from a judge. So who now give them the search warrant? That's the question that we need to be asking ourselves. How did they get in the search warrant? At first, he said it was Justice, Minister of Justice Malami, who issued a search warrant. Malami was now, mincing word. Later, Malami said, I don't even know him. So for you to know that the lawlessness and the so-called impunity that has overwhelmed this our so-called, I would say, will I say they are ministers or they are appointees or they are leaders? Because I would say they are not leaders. They are just trying to play to the gallery or trying to be politically correct just because they are eating from the table. They are eating crunches, I will call it that way. But so many people have been reacting towards this mess concerning the invasion of this so-called woman. If they had killed this woman, it would have been unknown government. The same faith or the same way Nnamdi Kanu was attacked or was his house was invaded. Also, likewise, Sunday Igboho's house was invaded. Just because this woman is a judge, that is why we can easily, hear that they have arrested or they are trying to prosecute those that invaded the house. So to turn the table around, they said they are impostors. This Nigeria that we have. I've always say it, and I will say it again that Malami is the one ruling Nigeria, and as it is, the economy of Nigeria has been jeopardized. One, the issue of Nigeria as it is today, the economy or the so-called livelihood of Nigerian citizens, and also the benefits we are supposed to get in Nigeria, we can't get it just because we have bad leaders, bad leadership, and corruptible manners, corruptible entity. Well, believe the story of impostors at your own peril. I say it that if it did not have the hand of the Attorney General, no magistrate or judge will grant such warrant in order to arrest or search a Supreme Court judge house. Wow. I like the point this person is putting up, because I said it. Malami is just trying to play together, change the narratives. It's just mincing words. Why the person said he's a consultant to Malami. Later they say Malami says either consultant. He's not a consultant. He's just a police officer. Later I said he does not know this person, but this person is now telling us basically, because we have read this story so severally, and we can deduce from those stories which is the true and untrue. So if they tell us he is an impostor or they are impostors, that's a lie. Because now the ringleader is that Ajodo is a ringleader, but you won't tell me the ID card that has surfaced online, severally. You won't tell me that's a fake ID card. No, that is a real CSP, the Chief Superintendent of Police. Truly, is a chief, but they sent him on an errand, but he was not wise enough. He did not use his wisdom enough. So Malami should just relax. ICC is coming for him. Well, this is where I'm going to draw the curtain. I would like you to share your views in the comment section. Thanks for listening, and God bless you.